Level 260, Dihydrogen monoxide. The areas of level 260, Clearwater. There is not a lot to say about Clearwater. Clearwater areas are safest zones in level 260. Vending machines appear rarely here with basic supplies like almond water and an assortment of food. These resupply themselves twice a week. Most Clearwater areas look like civilian tunnels. Occasionally maintenance tunnels, all flooded by about a foot of crystal clear water. The Wi-Fi here is moderate but more than adequate for contacting others in the back rooms. Most of bases and communities of bases are set up here, with the Clearwater areas being so safe. Muckwater, a more dangerous area that can be found where water is mucky or very muddy water. Vending machines appear much more often than Clearwater. These resupply every 4.5 hours, and shops can be found in the side of the walls of this place. These shops are filled to the brim with food and almond water. But most muckwater areas are in areas that look like the tunnels that the trains would go through. Muckwater is also where all the entities in physics bending starts. The physics in muckwater areas can get mildly warped, like areas being proportionally way too big or too small, or the water climbing up the side of the walls. There is no Wi-Fi here or in dark water. Dark water is the most dangerous areas of level 260. There is absolutely no light in the areas of dark water, but unlike level 6, all light sources do work here. This area is smiler and death moth infested, but the smilers do not cross borders from dark water to muckwater, and vice versa. There is also an increased chance of finding a frowner here. The physics in dark water areas are nearly non-existent. Perception is changed erratically. Optical illusions are almost around every corner. Segments of these areas can get so large that the structure could not be supported, and hallways appearing to stretch out or shrink. This area also contains no food or water of any kind, but rare items can be found here, like weapon racks, armor from different time periods, and even rarer things like the infamous squirt gun. These resources resupply every month, and resupplied materials are randomized and scattered in these areas. Out of all 2,894 square kilometers the mapped parts of this zone have shown, there are a total of 24 Clearwater zones, 17 muckwater zones, and only 7 dark water zones, with dark water zones being the largest, followed by Clearwater, then muckwater. Entities. The entities of this area include dullers, smilers, withergure, and death moths. Rarely a level-exclusive entity resides here. The Eel-Janilla Dersia. All dangerous entities live in the muckwater and dark water zones. A super rare entity in this area is the Frowner. Now to the level-exclusive entity that resides here. The Eel-Janilla Dersia is a long serpent-like being that appears like a standard garter snake, but is measured to be around 6.5 feet tall and an unknown length presumed to be infinite. The Eel-Janilla Dersia is highly intelligent and speaks many languages. Its primary seems to be some kind of dead language. Eel-Janilla Dersia is initially neutral to any wander, and will remember anyone who is hostile to it. Eel-Janilla Dersia will become friendly to anyone who is kind back. Eel-Janilla Dersia is hostile to any hostile entity or wander it finds, and will remember those who are hostile. Eel-Janilla Dersia typically stays around large groups of people that have been friendly to Eel-Janilla Dersia. Interacting with Eel-Janilla Dersia for prolonged periods of time can cancel the wretched cycle for someone. Colonies and outposts. MEG base water waders. MEG base water waders are a relatively small base due to the tunnel size in clear water. 68 people call this place home. MEG base water waders is also where Eel-Janilla Dersia is found a lot of the time when not roaming level 260. Base water waders will take periodic raids into muckwater and then into adjacent dark water or other muckwater areas, usually assisted by Eel-Janilla Dersia. The Travelers. The Travelers are a nomadic group of 33 traders spread across 260. They usually remain distant from bigger groups. They set up shop in different places across 260. often selling rare goods from other levels. Zenith. Zenith is a group of 110 to 150 people that live in a muckwater area in 260. Zenith is hostile to MEG, the travelers, and Legionella idursia, and any traveler that has helped the prior in the list. Zenith has tried to kill Legionella idursia and the respective MEG base, failing to kill Legionella idursia, as it is impossible to kill thus far, and MEG is better armed and trained than Zenith. Zenith recruits by finding wanders who just entered the level, lying to them that the MEG base water waders is actually a cover for a group of fanatics devoted to the tyrant snake Legionella idursia. If you see wanders in black masks and leather coats, run. The Explorers Coalition. The Explorers Coalition is the major group that maps level 260. They work with MEG, bolstering them with additional 25 people. They travel with MEG, wearing distinct white lab coats to distinguish themselves. Entrances and exits. Entrances: enter here by drowning in level 8. Enter here from level 67 by no-clipping through the floor in it hub room. By no-clipping into a wall in level 17 will lead you here. Exits: exit to level frown by following a frowner. By finding a red door in the dark water area that is labeled emergency exit to be transported to level. Finding and grabbing a colonial-style light pole will lead you to level 9. Holding and drowning yourself while holding an American flag will teleport you to level 1980. Finding a rusty arcade machine, pressing any button can transport you to level 261.